Get free tickets to the Bridal Expo at Seneca Niagara Casino, Sunday, January 25th.
Hello everybody and welcome to Buffalo Bridal Association's Wedding Planning Weekly, brought to you by the Collins Banquets and Key Video Productions. I'm Beth Clark.
And I'm Ben Fantasky. Our show is all about introducing you to trustworthy local business professionals that have one mission, and that is to make your wedding day dreams come true.
Over the next half hour, we'll be showcasing some of today's hottest fashions, Gatsby style. And in our BBA Q&A segment, we visit with Jeff Toy, owner of Toy Bros Entertainment. He'll discuss the 8 must-ask questions you should consider before even thinking about signing on the dotted line with potential wedding vendors.
We also tour one of the area's most progressive photography companies, Wozniak Photography.
You know, a great way to meet face-to-face with some of the area's best wedding planners and dozens of Buffalo Bridal Association wedding vendors all on the same day is at Buffalo Bridal Expo, and it's happening in just 2 weeks from today, Sunday, January 25th.
Along with great fashion previews, we have some fantastic prizes to give away that day. Earlier this week, I had the opportunity to speak with Tammy Polino, owner of Kalu Salon and chairperson of our Expo Prize Department. Tammy, every bride understands how important the right hairstyle and makeup is on her wedding day. They want to look as fabulous in person as they do in their professional photos. So it's all about finding just the right salon. Where does a bride start, and what are some of the pitfalls to look out for?
Ben, a bride is always going to start with her natural stylist. Whoever she sees all the time should be available for her the day of her wedding. But if not, the next step would be to come to Kalu Salon. Some of the pitfalls to look for: always make sure your salon has a plan B. Make sure they have somebody else who can help you the day of their wedding if there's an emergency and your stylist just can't make it in.
Great advice, Tammy. Now, Kalu is a full-service salon and spa. In fact, you have 2 locations. What services do you have to offer the bride and the groom?
We not only have wedding day hair and makeup, but we have pre-wedding prep as well. Facials, massages, pedicures, manicures with the girls, hair color, highlights, waxing. Got to get ready for that honeymoon. And don't forget about your groom. Send him in for a haircut and the eyebrow shaping. Better yet, make sure he gets a men's manicure. He's going to be showing off those digits just like you.
Massage and facial and manicure, that all sounds really good. Now, tell me about the trial run. Why is this important?
Ben, would you walk into your reception hall the day of your wedding without ever having tasted the food?
Probably not.
So why would you sit down with a stylist the day of your wedding, never having met her, for her to do your hair and makeup for the very first time? Come in for a trial. Let the stylist see your hair, see what you want, envision what you're going to look like the day of your wedding, so that when you come in on your wedding day, it's seamless and you're out the door with time to spare to get into that dress and ready for the photographers.
Nice. Now, I know that 2 weeks from today, your company is exhibiting at Buffalo Bridal Expo at Seneca Niagara Casino. Why should couples attend, and what can they expect to find at the expo?
The bigger question is, why shouldn't they attend? They're going to see all of the amazing businesses that are backed by the Buffalo Bridal Association, and they might even find a deal or two while they're there.
Or a few deals that day. In addition to having your booth at the expo, you're in charge of prizes. Let's go over a few of these right now.
We have so many prizes coming in for the expo this year.
Overnight stay and jacuzzi suite at the Quality Hotel.
Sabres tickets from Key Video.
We have a couple gift certificates from Forest View Restaurant, Mac Transportation and Tours, Smoking Joe's Jewelry, Ultimate Event, Krashiki Bakery, and Kalu Salon and Spa.
I have Jimmy C's Music Machine, Status Limousine, Buffalo Launch Club, Affordable Limousine.
Overnight stay at the Sheraton at the Falls.
An engagement session from Dana Marie Photography, and a $500 wedding cake from Olson's Bakery.
I love Olson's. We also have a free retail tuxedo from Tuxedo Junction. Guys, this is a $500 prize. This is definitely one you don't want to miss.
Ben, we cannot forget about the brides at this expo. We have a $1,000 wedding gown courtesy of Bridal Chateau.
Beth Clark and all of our friends over at Bridal Chateau, thank you so much for that one. There's so many more prizes on this list. We cannot go through all of them because there's just not enough time. But let's talk about the expo. It's all happening at Seneca Niagara Casino in beautiful Niagara Falls, New York. It's Buffalo Bridal Expo 2015. It's going to be a great event filled with fashion shows throughout the day, magnificent tablescapes, and over $20,000 in prizes. Best of all, it's your chance to shop dozens of service providers and find the people with whom you feel most comfortable. You'll find everything you need at the expo, so it's possible for you to plan your whole wedding in one one great day. Thank you for being with me today, Tammy.
Thanks for having me, Ben. And brides, I'll see you at the expo.
And grooms, we'll see you too. Stay with us, everybody. There's lots more to come right after these messages. This portion of the program was brought to you by Buffalo's Best Videos, premier wedding storytelling.
The key to getting a great video of your wedding day is knowing every emotion will be captured. The key to getting a treasured keepsake of the sights and sounds of your celebration is hiring a professional team with an unobtrusive style using the best equipment. The key to choosing your wedding cinematographer is trust. Couples have trusted Key for over 20 years. Key Video, Buffalo's best videos. Call, click, or visit us today.
If you only make it to one bridal show before your wedding, this is the show of shows and you won't want to miss it. It's Buffalo Bridal Expo, featuring fashion shows throughout the day and thousands of dollars in discounts and prizes. Come to the expo, the Buffalo Bridal Expo, Sunday, January 25th at Seneca Niagara Casino, and plan your whole wedding in one great day. Tickets are free, but they're going fast. Register today at buffalobridalexpo.com or call 566-1116. That's 566-1116.
Tuxedo Junction. Stop in or go online to order your free swatches today.
Gone are the days when a couple would select the one wedding venue in their hometown and then check that task off the list. With the growing number of venues in Western New York, couples need to think about a wide variety of questions before they go ahead and select their space. Choosing a wedding venue might seem like a task just consisting of only liking or not liking the space, but in reality, there's way more to consider than just that.
I'm with Heidi Conshafter, banquet manager here at the Columns Banquet Facility in Elma, and what a beautiful facility it is. Heidi, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Heidi, as a banquet coordinator here at the Columns, what is your role?
My role is to assist the couples from the time they walk in to view the facility for the very first time, work through all their details, their dreams, and make it happen for them the evening of the reception.
That sounds like you're the architect for the biggest day of their life.
I guess so.
That is a special role.
Thank you.
When a newly engaged couple schedules an appointment with you, what should be on their checklist to talk about?
Well, the very most important thing is the date. We need to make sure that we can accommodate the date, the time of the year that they're looking for, the amount of people that they're looking to have for their guests attending the reception, and then, of course, the things that are most important to them.
The little details that gives the wedding that particular signature?
Exactly.
Let's talk about the timeline. How soon before the wedding should couples secure their reception site?
I would say as soon as they finish getting off the phone with their grandmother and announcing that they've gotten engaged, they should give us a call next.
So maybe 18 months, 12 to 18 months, something like
Exactly,
that?
a year to a year and a half.
So the experience couples will have when they choose to have their reception here at the Columns is pretty special. What makes it different and what can they expect?
Well, as soon as the bride walks into our door, she will be greeted with a beautiful lobby area with a crystal chandelier and a warm fireplace. Then they'll be able to go into our bridal suite where they can take time to prepare, get ready. Then at that point, they'll be able to walk down the aisle in our lush garden area where we will be holding ceremonies. They can then walk down stone stairs onto the stamped concrete patio with a cascading waterfall and fire pits. It's a great background to have their first hour of cocktails and hors d'oeuvres. At that place, they can also have their pictures taken.
Now, those pictures are happening here, all under one roof,
Right.
on the patio, with the waterfall and the fireplace. I mean, there's really no sense in leaving.
There's absolutely no reason to leave once you arrive. You can take care of all those little details right here. Then after the cocktails and hors d'oeuvres, they can then go into our grand ballroom. We have high ceilings and beautiful windows that overlook this outdoor space that I'm describing to you.
That sounds beautiful. Thanks for joining me, Heidi. And couples, if you want to reserve a date, discuss menu selections, or schedule a tour, call Heidi at the Columns Banquets at 674-3241.
It's time to visit the relevant vendors that will be providing products and services on your wedding day. Now, hiring the right team is critical to planning your dream wedding, but it can also be somewhat stressful. So how do you find the right match for you? How do you know who to trust and where to go for advice? Well, to help us answer some of these questions is Jeff Toy, owner of Toy Brothers Entertainment. He has over 10 years of experience providing DJs, photo booths, and uplighting in both Buffalo and Rochester. So he knows a thing or two about our local wedding industry. Welcome, Jeff, to Wedding Planning Weekly. It's great to have you with us.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
You say do your homework. Where does a newly engaged couple begin?
Obviously, living in the age that we do, you need to look up online. Many of the brides that we have done business with in the past, or any company, the brides are going to talk, and they're going to talk after the wedding. So you can go online, check out WeddingWire, check out Facebook, do your research online, look up the average cost of different things, and you can just ask your friends very easily now.
Yeah, and don't forget BuffaloBridalAssociation.com.
Exactly.
So having an actual face-to-face meeting is by far the best way to interview potential vendors. You get to fully experience their personality, style, and professionalism. So one of the biggest mistakes a couple can make is
hiring a friend of a friend. Many people hire friends to do things, whether it be photography, videography, DJ, any kind of service. They're not trained. They're not professionally trained. There's a lot that goes into weddings that people don't know about, and they think they can do it, but when it comes to the night of, you really want somebody that does this full time, that does it for a living, that's a member of the Buffalo Bridal Association, so they know what's going on.
Absolutely. Now let's fast forward a bit. Our couple about to be married has scheduled a meeting with a potential vendor. What are some of the telltale signs that a vendor may or may not be a good fit?
When you get in a meeting, they need to be comfortable with you. You need to be able to ask questions, and they need to be able to answer those questions confidently. Confidence is key. Somebody that's well-trained and a professional is going to know the answers to those questions that you may ask or that you may have needs for.
I guess then it's all about your gut, isn't it? I mean, if something feels funny, probably is, and you should probably walk away.
At the end of the day, you're going to be dealing with this person for a year, 6 months, 2 years, whatever it is. So it's more than just the night of your wedding. It's leading straight up to it.
So bottom line is connecting with your vendors. Give me another tip.
Book early. As I was just saying, is that you're going to be dealing with these vendors for 6 months, a year, 2 years, and the good ones, the confident ones, the ones that you're going to want to work with are going to book up early. So you're going to want to book with those people as soon as you can.
Fantastic information. Now here's a man who knows a lot about the wedding industry here in Western New York. To wrap it up, 8 must-ask questions to ask all your potential vendors. Number 1, how much experience do you have? The number of weddings equals the amount of skills that any vendor has. Number 2, how much do you charge? Remember, generally the most talented professionals have a higher price tag because they're worth it. Number 3, how much is the deposit? 4, what is included in the cost? Remember, the lowest price isn't necessarily the best deal. Must ask question number 5, what happens if you cancel? 6, do you use a contract? If the answer is no, run. Don't settle for a verbal contract that won't hold up in court. Number 7, are there additional fees? Taxes, service charges, travel fees. They can all add up quickly, and all of these should be clearly defined in your contract. And number 8, and finally, do you carry liability insurance? The answer you're looking for here is yes. Jeff, if newly engaged couples want to get a hold of you, what do they need to do?
They can just call us at 479-1133 or visit us online at www.toybros.com.
Toy Brothers Entertainment, a proud member of the Buffalo Bridal Association. Thank you so much, Jeff.
Thank you very much.
Shop your reception vendors wisely, because we say week after week, couples that are planning to get married are about to spend more money than they ever have on things they've never purchased before from businesses they've probably never heard of.
And that's why it's important to choose businesses from the roster of the Buffalo Bridal Association when planning every aspect of your wedding, including your wedding fashion styles.
At Tuxedo Junction, we make fitting your out-of-town groomsmen easy. Send in your measurements, keep track of your guys with My Wedding Planner, have a tuxedo ready and waiting in the city where your ceremony is taking place. all online at tuxedojunction.com. Let the guys travel, not the tuxedos. With hundreds of colors to choose from, we coordinate with all major dress designers. Order your free color swatch today at tuxedojunction.com. You've found your perfect color. Now, find your perfect match. When you want your wedding party to look their best, Tuxedo Junction is the place to go. With the newest styles and the latest trends, we carry exclusive designers you won't find anywhere else, including Calvin Michaels New York, Perry Ellis, and Oleg Cassini. Visit us at tuxedojunction.com.
Closed captioning provided by Ilio de Palos, a Western New York tradition since 1965.
Ilio de Palos Restaurant, Ringside Lounge, and Banquet Facility. Ilio de Palos, we cater to your dreams.
I'm Dave Wozniak, the owner at Wozniak's Photography. We've been in business for over 30 years. I love this business. It's more than a hobby. I've been able to turn my hobby into a living, and there's nothing better than not having to call work work.
I'm Amanda Wozniak, and I work here as a photographer. It's a great job to have. I love doing it. I love working with the bride and groom all day. I love to see happy people, and it's just a great environment to be in.
I'm Brianna Wozniak. I'm a photojournalist here in Wozniak's Photography, and I also work in the office assembling the final albums. I get all the candid pictures. I zoom in on people's hands, flowers, small details that the bride has put together for months leading to the big day.
When the bride and groom first come into our studio, we like to show them that we're going to give them great photography, but we're also going to be an important part of their wedding.
I introduce myself, they introduce themselves. We talk for a few minutes to break the ice.
We want them to feel like we're family at the end of the day.
I like to have conversations with them during the engagement session. I don't like to just keep it pictures and poses. I like to be personal with them.
It's a privilege to be a wedding photographer. You're with people on the most important day of their life.
Usually at the bride's house when we first get there, it's crazy and hectic, and we like to just smooth things out and make the day go nice and easy for them.
We never will miss a shot because we're busy doing something else. That only comes with experience.
By the end of the day, we usually feel like we're a part of the family. Half the time they don't even realize we're still there, which means we did our job without being in anybody's face.
Our experience often translates into a more relaxed, stress-free day for the bride and groom. We do this every weekend. Most brides and grooms do this once in a lifetime.
My personal favorite part of the day is the father-daughter dance. I love it. It always chokes me up a little bit and I get a little bit teary-eyed. I think of my dad.
We know we're going to give you great photographs. What we like is at the end of the day, when you know you've had a great time with us and you've got the most awesome photographs you could possibly imagine.
I'm sure when F. Scott Fitzgerald wrote The Great Gatsby, he had no idea he would spark bridal fashion trends for almost 100 years later. But he did, and we've got some great Gatsby gowns to show you right here on Wedding Planning Weekly.
But before we unveil these gowns, let's take a look inside one of Western New York's most beautiful wedding venues, the Grapevine Banquets.
Your family makes your wedding day special. The Payne family makes it memorable. Tom and Lisa Payne invite you to celebrate your special day at the Grapevine Banquets. Centrally located in Depew, the Grapevine Banquets can accommodate any size party up to 800 guests in our spacious and beautifully renovated ballrooms.
It's important for a newly engaged couple when they're looking for a venue, looking for a location, to feel welcome. I have a great team of staff that surrounds me, and that's what makes everything come together.
Here at Grapevine Banquets, we are very good at weddings. We can paint a picture for your day. We have rooms available from 50 people to 400 people. We'll show you where we would place your DJ, your head table, your cake table. Have you visualize how beautiful the room will look so that every detail is met. We are really good at what we do.
The main ballroom can be fashioned to create 5 unique spaces for structured events. And of course, the Grapevine Banquet's delicious food will enhance any get-together, whether for business or the party of a lifetime.
Here at the Grapevine Banquets, whether it's simple or over-the-top extravagant, we will deliver. I can remember ever since I was younger, my dad always taking me in the kitchen, having me help make dinner, and just showing me the basics of cooking. Filet mignon, chicken dishes, fish dishes, anything that you need, we can do here at the Grapevine.
In addition to fabulous weddings, the Grapevine Banquets is the ideal location for bridal showers, business meetings, and training seminars.
When I look at a bride, a groom, I want to be part of their special day, and I find such gratification at the end of their event to know every step it took to make that special day come off for them.
To make an appointment for a free consultation, please call 716-391-1895. The Grapevine Banquets. Every detail done so you can have fun.
We're here at the Bridal Chateau to look at some vintage wedding gowns. Everyone has been loving the Gatsby-inspired dresses. And the great thing about the vintage looks is because they come full circle around, your dress never really goes out of style. So let's take a look at a few examples. Our first gown here has a beautiful lace overlay. It's a little bit more of a slip silhouette. Very slim, very elegant, a little bit more minimalist. And the great thing about this dress is you have 2 different options. So this is quite vintage with the lace overlay, but if you really want that Gatsby feel, it's going to look awesome when you take that off and look at it as just a slip dress. Very simplistic, very clean lines, and it looks great on all sizes. This is actually our modest cut version. We do have a separate version that has a little bit lower neckline and a spaghetti strap instead of the sleeve. Next, I'm going to show you this beautiful, almost modern meets vintage Hollywood. You've got the clean lines and a little bit more of a modern silhouette, but then you've got this gorgeous beading. And we're starting to see more necklines more than ever. And you've just got these delicate little beads with some pops of Swarovski crystal, so that means you're going to shine. So it balances it off with a little bit more of a slim silhouette and a plainer skirt because you want your neckline to shine. And how about that framing, your face? If you have some big curls, maybe pink curls or waves, it will look so vintage Hollywood. Then we also have this beautiful Gatsby-inspired dress. It's got a very Art Deco-like look to the beading. Very centered, and for having a fully beaded dress, it's really not that heavy because again, you've almost got like a slip underliner, very clean lines. This actually does have a plunging front and back, so it's a little bit more for the daring bride. It's only available in the champagne, so it's definitely a dress for the bride that wants to be the center of attention. This is a show-stopping dress. Now over here I have more of a bateau neckline, kind of a bib cut. This is more of like an echo of the 20s and 30s era. You actually have a champagne liner, so it gives it a little bit more of that older flair to it. And you've got these beautiful lace appliques that just pop with the color that's brought from underneath. Now we can carry the vintage theme out throughout all of your accessories. On the side here, I have a couple of vintage headpieces. We have a Juliet cap, which is very 20s, 30s, and then we've got this beautiful English net blusher. You've got this fascinator. Again, it's going to give you a very vintage feel, and it's very minimalist, so I mean, you can add it to any dress. You don't have to have, you know, a vintage looking dress to have that overall feel. You can definitely carry it throughout your accessories to go with any gown. We also have this beautiful headpiece, again, echoes the 20s and 30s with the flapper-esque look to it and a cute little faux bob, and this beautiful dress. Again, you know, with the vintage, you can do a simple dress, but with pops of flavor that really have a main focus to the dress. You've got these wonderful lines, the big Swarovski crystals again just shine beautifully in the light, and this back is just spectacular. It carries throughout the strap and then just a little bit around the waist. It accents the waistline very lovely, and it also gives you a little bit more of a fit so that you feel comfortable in the gown. So why don't you come on in to Bridal Chateau so you can just see all of the styles that they have to offer.
At Bridal Chateau, we scan through thousands of dresses and travel thousands of miles to choose our selection for our store. Our goal is to offer Western New York's brides the highest quality dresses and accessories and offer them at affordable prices. Stop on in to our salon to personally see our collections. Look at the beading, feel the fabrics, try on the fit. You will see and feel the Bridal Chateau difference.
If you only make it to one bridal show before your wedding, this is the show of shows and you won't want to miss it. It's Buffalo Bridal Expo, featuring fashion shows throughout the day and thousands of dollars in discounts and prizes. Come to the expo, the Buffalo Bridal Expo, Sunday, January 25th at Seneca Niagara Casino, and plan your whole wedding in one great day. Tickets are free, but they're going fast. Register today at buffalobridalexpo.com or call 566-1116. That's 566-1116.
Of all the parties you'll ever give, your wedding is the most important. The Columns Banquets would be honored to showcase your day in our time-honored tradition of style and elegance. The patio with its lush gardens and enchanting waterfall makes the perfect backdrop to gather for cocktails, capture photos, or even say, I do. We'll coordinate all the details and help you plan the perfect menu. To schedule a tour, call us at 674-3241. The Columns Banquets.
Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Wedding Planning Weekly, sponsored by Key Video Productions and the Columns Banquets, where we get to tape our show each week.
Before we leave, I want to encourage you to go to your computers, jump online, and check out BuffaloBridalAssociation.com. You'll find info about the organization, links to all of our members, and a page where you can register for free tickets to the Buffalo Bridal Expo coming to Seneca Niagara Resort and Casino January 25th. There'll be great discounts, opportunities to meet with vendors, sit in the limos, taste the cakes. We're even giving away thousands of dollars in prizes. It'll be a great day. You won't want to miss it.
And we're only 2 weeks away, so get your free tickets today. For the television crew at Key Video Productions and everybody here at Wedding Planning Weekly, I'm Beth Clark.
And I'm Ben Fantasky. Goodbye, everybody.